this state. I spent 10 years in Juneau. 10 years where people were able to forge consensus even amongst those who disagreed with one another. I see no sign that there's a willingness to compromise, a willingness to be thoughtful, a willingness to put the state first, a willingness to put their commitment, their oath to the public first. We are better than that. And there are answers out there. I wish they would come to us and say, how would local government solve this problem? How can the state and local government operate in conjunction with one another to make sure that the people of this state get the level of service that they need, the quality of service that they need? Where's the discussion about a community dividend? Where's the discussion about ways to share services between the state and local government? How many of you have been consulted by legislative leaders on an ongoing basis about what we should do to solve this problem together? How many of you? I haven't been. I get to go down there, I get to talk to my representatives and my senators, many of whom are friends of mine. But there is no systematic way for us to solve this problem together. We need to insist that they solve the problem, or else they need to get out of the way and let us do our jobs. The restrictions they place on local government by state statutes prohibit us, preclude us from solving our problems. If they're unwilling to lead or follow, they need to get out of the way. And I think we need to be emphatic about that. Will you join me?
Amen.
Too much of our discussion in Alaska these days is about what we can't achieve, what we can't do, what we can't afford. I think the greatness in this state, the greatness in the people who live here, comes when we have a level of conversation, an elevated level of conversation that says, what are we trying to achieve? Where do we want to go? How do we raise the standard of living, the quality of life of our public? We need to have those conversations again. I was fortunate enough to have a mentor named Norman Vaughn. Norman Vaughn used to say, dream big and dare to fail. The word Alaska, it means the great land. Why are people afraid to be great? Why are they afraid to think big? Why are they afraid to dream? Small minds, closed hearts, that's not the Alaskan way. So during this conference, as we recognize the role of local government, it is time for us to assert ourselves. It is time for us to remind the people of Alaska that they have a functional level of government that can solve problems, that can help pave the way to opportunities. And it is time for us to insist that the legislature get its act together. So welcome to Anchorage. We're a AAA bond-rated city. I've got more than twice the number of police officers as they have troopers. And between us, we are the functional level of government that Alaska has and needs and will look to. Thank you very much.